Okay, magtungo na tayo sa next topic natin, yung nuisance. Okay. Under Article 694 of the Civil Code, a nuisance is any act, omission, establishment, business, condition of property, or anything else which, number one, injures or endangers the health or safety of the others, or number two, annoys or offends the senses, number three, shocks, defies or disregards decency or morality, number four, obstructs or interferes with the free passage of any public highway or street or any body of water, or number five, hinders or impairs the use of property. So that is nuisance. Under Article 695, nuisance is either public or private. A public nuisance affects a community or neighborhood or any considerable number of persons, although the extent of the annoyance, danger, or damage upon individuals may be unequal. A private nuisance is one that is not included in the foregoing definitions. So, ang nuisance per se is always a nuisance. Nuisance per accidents, yan, a nuisance only because of the location or other circumstances. Yun ang nuisance per accidents. Public nuisance affects a community or neighborhood or any considerable number of persons. Private nuisance, syempre public siya. Ano ba yung attractive nuisance doctrine? So, unattractive nuisance is a dangerous instrumentality or appliance which is likely to attract children at play. Under this doctrine, one who maintains on his estate or premises an attractive nuisance without exercising due care to prevent children from playing therewith or resorting thereto is liable to a child of tender years who is injured thereby even if the child is technically a trespasser in the premises. Ang basis ng liability nito is the attractiveness is an invitation to children. So, a swimming pool or water tank isn't an attractive nuisance, for while it is attractive, it cannot be a nuisance, being merely an imitation of a work of nature. Hence, if small children are drowned in an attractive water tank of another, the owner is not liable even if there be no guards in the premises. Okay, so ako po ay isang attractive nuisance. That is why my mother is safekeeping me sa aming bahay. Under Article 696, every successive owner or possessor of property who fails or refuses to abate a nuisance in that property started by a former owner or possessor is liable therefore in the same manner as the one who created it. When successor to the property may be held liable. So the successor to be held liable must knowingly fail or refuse to abate the nuisance. Rule if lesser created or continues the nuisance. So under Article 697, the abatement of a nuisance does not preclude the right of any person injured to recover damages for its past existence. Under Article 698, lapse of time cannot legalize any nuisance, whether public or private. So under Article 699, pinaliliwanag niya kung ano yung mga remedies against a public nuisance. Number one, a prosecution under the penal code or any local ordinance. Number two, a civil action. And number three, abatement without judicial proceedings. Article 700, the district health officer shall take care that one or all of the remedies against a public nuisance are availed of. Article 701, if a civil action is brought by reason of the maintenance of a public nuisance, such action shall be commenced by the city or municipal mayor. Article 702, ano pala, no? Pag may civil action pala, no? That action shall be commenced by the city or municipal mayor. So under Article 702, the district health officer shall determine whether or not abatement without judicial proceedings is the best remedy against the public nuisance. So may participation dito si district health officer. Under Article 703, a private person may file an action on account of public nuisance if it is specially injurious to himself. Under Article 704, any private person may abate a public nuisance which is specially injurious to him by removing, or if necessary by destroying the thing which constitutes the same without committing a breach of the peace or doing unnecessary injury, but it is necessary that number 1, demand be first made upon the owner or possessor of the property to abate the nuisance. So sinabihan mo muna yung nakaka-istorbo sa'yo, yung nuisance sa'yo na pakitanggal mo naman yan or pakian. Number 2, that such demand has been rejected. Number 3, that the abatement be approved by the district health officer and executed with the assistance of the local police. And number 5, that the value of the destruction does not exceed 3,000 pesos. Article 705, the remedies against a private nuisance are number 1, civil action, or number 2, abatement without judicial proceedings. Article 706, any person injured by a private nuisance may abate it by removing or if necessary by destroying the thing which constitutes the nuisance without committing a breach of the peace or doing unnecessary injury. However, it is indispensable that the procedure for extrajudicial abatement of a public nuisance by a private person be followed. Article 707 of the Civil Code, a private person or a public official extrajudicially abating a nuisance shall be liable for damages, number 1, if he causes unnecessary injury, or number 2, if an alleged nuisance is later declared by the courts to be not a real nuisance. Alright, mag-move on na tayo sa modes of acquiring ownership. So, number 1, occupation, number 2, donation, and number 3, prescription. Magtungo muna tayo sa occupation. Alright, under Book 3 ng ating Civil Code, different modes of acquiring ownership, preliminary provision, Article 712, sinasabi rito, ownership is acquired by occupation and by intellectual creation. Ownership and other rights over property are acquired and transmitted by law, by donation, by estate and intestate succession, and in consequence of certain contracts by tradition. They may also be acquired by means of prescription. So, occupation muna tayo. Ano ba yung sinabi ko? Occupation, donation, prescription. So, occupation. So, under Article 713, things appropriable by nature which are without an owner, such as animals that are object of hunting and fishing, hidden treasure, and abandoned movables are acquired by occupation. Under Article 714, the ownership of a piece of land cannot be acquired by occupation. Ay, nabasa natin ito doon sa nagdaang natin. Article 715, the right to hunt and to fish is regulated by special laws. Meron tayong fishing laws yata. Article 716, the owner of a swarm of bees shall have a right to pursue them to another's land, indemnifying the possessor of the latter for the damage. If the owner has not pursued the swarm or ceases to do so within 2 consecutive days, the possessor of the land may occupy or retain the same. The owner of domesticated animals may also claim them within 20 days to be counted from their occupation by another person. This period having expired, they shall pertain to him who has caught and kept them. Under Article 717, pigeons and fish which from their respective breeding places pass to another pertaining to a different owner shall belong to the latter, provided they have not been enticed by some article of fraud. Ayan. Article 718, he who by chance discovers hidden treasure in another's property shall have the right granted him in Article 438 of this code. Nabasa na natin to doon sa nagdaang video natin. Article 719, whoever finds a movable which is not treasure must return it to its previous possessor. If the latter is unknown, the finder shall immediately deposit it with the mayor of the city or municipality where the finding has taken place. Kaya nga sa mga office of the mayor, merong corner doon nakalagay lost and found. The finding shall be publicly announced by the mayor for 2 consecutive weeks in the way he deems best. If the movable cannot be kept without deterioration or without expenses which considerably diminish its value,